Do you know the size of pornography? No, you don't. For example, just pages of internet pornography. In 1998, there were 14 million web pages. Whoa. In 2003, 260 million. 2006, 420 million. 2010, 500 million. 2012, 800 million. Now, there is 1.79 billion pages. Now, this, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, wake up. Pastors say to me, oh, Josh, come on, we've always had pornography. I said, what are you, a man with your head stuck in cement? Yes, we've always had pornography, but we have never had such accessibility. 35% of all downloads is pornography. A study that just came out says 30% of all internet activity is pornography. Many of you grandparents can't realize all of this is just one click away. Right here, I could pick up 1 billion pages of pornography right here in Moody Church. 80% of 15 to 17-year-olds have been exposed to multiple times to XXX, the worst pornography there is. 80% of evangelical fundamental born-again youth pastors, 80 to 90% watch pornography. The ones leading our kids. I pretty well wonder why a lot of church leadership and the thing don't speak out about pornography, because they have a guilty conscience. 47% of Christian homes now have a major problem with pornography. 2/3 of divorces now, pornography. Another study by lawyers, 68%. Pornography increases a man's infidelity to his wife by 300%. Women make up 1 in 3 visitors to adult entertainment websites. 90% of 8 to 16-year-olds have viewed at one time or another pornography. The largest consumer of internet pornography, 12 to 17-year-olds. Folks, do you get that? These stats are kids. Pornography has replaced the school as a sex educator. It's replaced the home. This is sad, as a sex educator. It has replaced the church as a source of sex education. It's now the internet. You say, well, my child won't have a computer. Oh, get real. Well, at a certain age, they shouldn't. But all this stuff, well, my child won't have a computer. Look, Mom, what about your child's friend? You say, well, I pray for my child. Yeah, you should. They're going to see it. Well, I sent him to a Christian school. Oh, good luck. Of those who identify themselves as Christian fundamentalists, conservatives, they're 91% more likely they're watching pornography than the average non-believer. How do we lay aside this encumbrance? Dr. Patricia Greenfield said, a warm and communicative parent-child relationship is the most important factor in reducing porn use among children. Your child can come to you with any question, and you will not shame them. You will not judge them. You will listen to them. I don't care what question they ask you about sex, don't ever say, well, when you're older, because they will Google it. Do you hear me? They're old enough to ask that question. They're old enough to have it answered. You have got to start young. Rules without relationships leads to rejection. I'll tell you this. You start to talk to your son or daughter about pornography and you shouldn't do this and that and why, and you don't have a loving, intimate relationship with them, it probably won't work. Do you hear me? It probably won't work. Listen to what Paul said. I brought my children to God by my message and by the way I lived before them. We must live in a way, in intimacy, everything, in a way that our children want to pursue our faith. Look for those moments. Something happens at school. A girl at school gets pregnant or something else, or someone gets caught hooking up or oral sex or something else at the school. What do you think of that, honey? Do you think that's good? It's wrong? What do you think? And just take that just for a moment and have that time. That's how you build convictions in the original. 10 seconds here, 30 seconds there, a minute here, 20 seconds here. In teachable moments. Folks, you've got to do it. It's got to become where it's normal. Like my kids said, my dad always talks about it. And that wasn't negative. In our family, it was normal. Why shouldn't it be? It's one of the most beautiful things God created. And if I don't believe that, how can my kids ever grow up and believe that? If I don't love what I have with their mother, why would they want what I have with their mother? My kids aren't stupid. I'll guarantee you this. Unless we raise our children with a larger goal, with greater aspirations, with a faith in our own lives they want to pursue, I want what my daddy has with my mother, I don't know how we're going to win. You can't fight pornography by discipline. Now, you can use that, but we've got to fight pornography by a greater aspiration, by a greater original